back for more Mother 3. Yeah. In the last part, we saved fuel, and, we, saw that Lighter got very, very hurt, and we stayed at Yato's, but anyway, let's get out of here. Isaac, he was the guy who was out of his cabin when the forest fire was happening. Flint! Perfect timing. I heard you were taking a rest here. Mighty heavy rain, isn't it? Think I'll join you under the awning. Flint, tell me, have you seen Inawa and the kids? No, not recently. I see. Actually, I was up in the mountains earlier, picking mushrooms. Sounds fruity. While I was up there, I caught sight of Hinawa. Then, while I was taking a break by the river, I heard loud roars far off in the distance. It sounded like it might have been a Drago that was roaring. After that, I heard what I think might have been screams. Say, Flint, Hinawa and the kids made it back home, right? Oh no, let's go check. It's still raining. No music here right now. Which we should probably save. The sheep are still here. Oh yeah, the bird that was carrying the letter. It's a letter from Hinawa. And the developers really made you read the entire letter all over again. I'm not going to read it. If you want to see me read it, read, I think, part 1 or... No, not read it. See part 1 or 2. I think it was part 2. Yeah, it was probably part 2. Yeah, there's gonna be... Yeah, I'm gonna put a link to part 2 if you want to see the letter. Or me speaking the letter. There's really not any difference. You can just read it right now, I guess, so maybe I won't put the link in. I still will, what the heck. Yeah. It's, I still don't realize, I still don't understand why they did that. I mean, it wasn't that long ago. Like, if it was near the end of the game, then I could understand it. Well, like, maybe halfway through the game I could understand it. Or maybe 2 chapters later or something. But, come on. It's like the beginning of... This is like the beginning of chapter 1. Or maybe... I don't know, maybe a third of the way through chapter 1. And that was at the end of the prologue. It's really not needed. But, back to business. Isaac. Oh, they're still not back? With all this rain, they could catch cold. Don't say it's a typo, because it's not. I'll go find them. They're probably taking shelter from the rain somewhere. It's getting late, so we should all go out look for them. It's getting late, so we should get everybody to look for them in the dark. Smart. Let's get the other villagers to help too. Okay, I'll go tell my dad then. He rushed out fast. Oh! I'm turning the music off now. I love the song that plays here. It's called Hard Rain, and it's one of my favorite songs in the OST of this game, which is really saying a lot. Woof woof! Please take me with you. I'm sure I'll be helpful. Take Boney with you? Sure. Woof! Woof! Boney joined your party. As you might have told by the different sound, let's see. Boney actually gets his own HP. That's like he's an actual character that he plays in the game. Because no spoilers or anything, but he is the character that you play as later. So, ew, bizarre. It's pretty late out, so it'd be best not to bother people. Oh, come on, the lights are on. Oh man, I just love this music. I'm sorry, I can't emphasize that anymore. This music is amazing. Again, it's called Hard Rain. I highly recommend looking for it on the Mother 3 OST. I think a guy whose username is called Nintendos. He does really good good quality stuff of Mother 3 OST. Oh, there you are, Flint. I asked everybody to split up and search for the forest for Hinala. What about Lucas and Klaus? You've been blessed with kind friends. That must be true happiness in one sense. Just walks away from us. That's nice. Who's the other guy? I like this guy later. He's bigger later in the game. I'd like to join the search, but they told me to stay here because I'm old. Seems nobody's aware of how strong I really am. Yeah, he really shines later in the game. Not too much later, actually. Alright, onward. And great, Mr. Baddies are still alive and well. But yeah, speaking of right now, because we have two different characters, all the characters, whenever they combo, it shows a different instrument that goes along with the beat. I can't really name off the top all of them, but Lucas and Klaus's are both types of guitars. Flint's is like a saxophone, and Boney, he doesn't really have an instrument, it's just a dog barking or something. Piece of advice here. If you talk to Isaac, I'm in the middle of slowly but surely devising a plan for finding Hinala. There's a box in the middle, right here. There's a lot of antidotes inside the box. Take one? Sure. You can get unlimited antidotes from this. I'm gonna get a few more. Actually, no, I got one from that one place in Yadosin, so 3 should be good for me. Because there are enemies later which can poison you. Came from the infection, dodge quickly. Never really understood how, because if it hits, it makes you solidify. I never really understood how being friendly could make you solidify. Well, I guess if you're like running away from it being friendly, you could like be stunned. Set up the situation, actually made everything worse for him. That's kind of insulting. Like disabling him to size up the situation. That's mean, man. You're saying that we're disabled or something. We suck. Oh, first new enemy. Instead of the yam monsters, these are the baked yam monsters. They can be they're tougher. They can. I'll say it whenever I get to it. "14 hits! So close! The game will cut you off after 16 hits. Yeah. See, they're a lot beefier than the baked yam monsters, but their song is really easy to combo to. Ooh, both got a level up. And we got a baked yam, which heals 40 HP if I'm correct. Oh, this is the enemy which will poison you. The mighty bitey snake. They're kind of like glass cannons or something. See, they're dead already. They're really not too... They don't have a lot of HP, but their claim to fame is poisoning you. They can't actually drop an antidote. But I guess we didn't see that there. Yeah, it can vent an intense burst of steam, which means that next turn it is going to do an attack which will do no more damage than the usual attack. No real need to show that fight. I'm just thinking, do I cut too much? Like, do I cut out too much stuff in the video? I think it is kind of being a problem. That's some nut bread. I think it is kind of being a problem how much I cut. I'll try to cut less. I don't know.